Hey y'all, I am Eleni Bass, hailing all the way from Clark Atlanta University, and we are on the Campus Rundown show. Tonight we're going to be talking about internships and getting jobs as students, so stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I missed y'all. Once again, it's Eleni Bass from Clark Atlanta University. I'm a junior mass media arts major with a concentration in radio, TV, and film with a minor in theater arts. I miss y'all. How are y'all doing?
I'm good. Thank you for the intro, Lainey. I'm Isamar Kirby, a criminal justice major and a sophomore at Virginia State University. And I'm also part of the Honors College, but I'm feeling good. How you feeling, Rebecca?
I'm feeling great. Hey, y'all. It's Rebecca Henry here. I am a psychology major with a minor in religious studies. I'm also a sophomore at the illustrious Spelman College. And I'm just so happy to be here with y'all. How are you doing, Najee?
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Najee Speaks Farewell. I'm checking in from the illustrious Bowie State University. I miss you all. I'm doing pretty good. I am a graduating senior, majoring in information systems, and I'm just excited to be on here tonight, y'all. I'm very excited.
That's real good. That's real good. Now, on the campus rundown, y'all already know we love to check in with everybody and make sure our mental health is number one and priority. So, of course, we're going to check in here, but we want y'all to drop in the comments how y'all really feeling, because we really want to know. So, Eleni, how are you? How's your mental health?
Girl, I'm tired. I'm so tired. Like, it was our homecoming. It was Clark's homecoming, and then it was y'all's. It was Spellhouse homecoming. And, of course, I had to be outside for both. So, back to back, I am tired. Like, I literally have been coming home after class and taking a nap and then waking up and going to practice. I'm so tired. My work is done, though, but I'm tired. Like, I'm tired. I need a break. How about you, Najee?
Right now I'm doing pretty good. Literally I'm in my room. Like, we have our second 8-week classes starting off right now. Homecoming season with I still got a few homecomings that I'm gonna check in with, and just ready to graduate. How about you, Rebecca?
Yeah, most definitely. I feel you, Lainey. Like, girl, I'm tired. Like, it's day 2 out here trying to get back on the grind after homecoming. And when I tell you, we were back in full effect. They were not playing about that in person. They was like, "Oh, we coming back."
Yes.
All the events was just so wonderful. Like Spellhouse homecoming, we ate. Not even gonna lie. But yeah, we were definitely outside, but now it's time to get back inside, and we're going back to social distancing because the flu is going around. Got to put on a mask. So I feel like everyone, especially me, is just in the mode of trying to decompress from all the hype. But I'm good. I can't complain. How are you, Ishmael?
I'm doing great. Not gonna lie, I'm also tired. Busy body, busy every day. But yeah, I recently just went home this weekend to kind of just revamp. So yeah, I'm back now, and school ends in like a month roughly for us. So it's that last long push. But yeah.
How was y'all homecoming? Wait, I'm sorry. I want to speak on our homecoming. I want to speak on our homecoming because Clark, we can't have it all. We can't have it all. But I will say, Spellhouse ate, y'all ate, and I was right there when drink came out. All of my phone, like I couldn't do nothing but scream. I couldn't do nothing but scream. Like, what? Yeah.
That was iconic. Iconic.
It was. I saw y'all.
We gave Clark its props last year, but we had to come back. We had to come back with a bang. But all week was just crazy. We had Neo, 21 Savage, Lil Yachty, so many special guests. But when Drake came out,
Man,
did
yeah.
we break it? I think we did just a little bit.
You
When
did.
I heard G-Ho got a new location. Mm. Mm.
I'll be
Atlanta.
there.
Mm. How was y'all's homecoming?
It was good. It was good. Ours was like the week of October 8th. So it was like 2.5, 3 weeks ago. But it was good. We went against Bowie, so it was a lot of people. But yeah, it was good. And then we went straight into midterms after that. So it was a lot of like, you can have fun, but not too much fun because you got a midterm on Monday. So yeah, it was good though.
And Ishmael, I'm so sorry that to win that football game. I apologize on my behalf, but Bowie had to come to y'all homecoming. Y'all who is the top football team in this HBCU world. But right now we're gonna get into this organizational spotlight. Right now we are gonna bring on Era. It's a part of Delta Phi Delta. It's a dance fraternity at InCap. So
How you
tell
guys
me
doing?
what's going on.
Oh yeah, so how you guys doing? So my name is Ira Moore. I am a current master's student at North Carolina A&T in bioengineering, and I'm a graduate of Morehouse College, BS in chemistry, 21. I actually joined Delta Phi Delta at Morehouse College via the Resilient Road chapter, and we have a number of chapters at several different HBCUs, including one in the Greensboro area, Louisiana, Alabama, kind of the whole southern eastern region.
Nice. That's pretty nice, man. And that's the first actually seen this. And I'm gonna actually share some of that information with a few I know who are heavily in that dance world and that are really on it. But into that, so tonight we are going to be talking about securing internships and jobs as a college student. So let's first start off with like, how do you prepare yourself for internships throughout the year, like making connections at job fairs, networking with professors on campus in the community, like, and just putting yourself out there. Maybe.
Well, for me, it's important to have a resume. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like, I literally just got a solid resume this semester because I really had a professor that was really on me about it. Because for me, I always felt like with my media, that was my resume, if that makes sense, with my interviews. But it was important for me to actually have like a breakdown of what I've actually done because I've done more than just interviews, if that makes sense. So having a good resume, a really, really good resume, connecting with your professors, because I know here at the mass media, in the mass media department, we have professors that are actually still doing things. Like my professor created a documentary that has won awards in film festivals. So he's still actively doing things. So it's important to, like I said, make connections because they could plug you in while they're still doing what they're doing. They could bring you along as a production assistant and you can get hands-on experience from things like that. And then whoever they're working with can see you working with them. And it's like, hey, this your student? Oh, okay, cool. Let me get their information. It's just like a chain reaction. You know what I mean? So making connections is very, very important.
Yeah, I could definitely agree. As well as like, I want to kind of talk about when you actually do get the internship because you have to be prepared to work. Like the mindset of applying and making the connections, like it's so fun. But when you actually get there, you gotta put in the work, and it's a whole different dynamic. And it's something that to definitely prepare you for your career and to also not be confined to one space or one organization or one team because you may not like it at some, and that's the point of internships, trial and error. Like don't be so hard on yourself, but just be prepared to grow and learn. That's definitely what I had to learn in my past summer internship. I loved it, but some of my peers, they didn't like their internship, even though they were getting paid good, everything like that. They was like, "This is not for me," and that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly okay. But like Elaine said, go and make those connections because it'll definitely be worth it. Definitely.
I would say to have like try to make a cover letter and also to get a really nice headshot as well. Your headshots are very, very important. They don't want a picture of you on Instagram, a full body picture. Make sure you dress professionally and you look accordingly to take a nice headshot because you're going to have to submit that when you apply for jobs, for internships, for programs, things of that nature. I would also say try to go to like mock interviews. So like do practice interviews where you can practice real world interviews. That way when you get into that space, you're not caught off guard and you don't panic and you do well ultimately. So that's what I would say to do.
For me, I would say definitely tailor your approach. So do your research, like on the company or the organization that you're interested in being a part of. What are they looking for? Is it a technical heavy job where you have to show that you can do certain skills or have certain abilities, or is it a job where they're looking for eagerness for you to learn and climb your way to the top? And when you talk to those individuals, you should be able to speak on competently what that company does, what you want to do in that company, and how you want to grow.
Definite. And literally everything that you all said are key points. And one thing I gotta say about it is too, you gotta want it. You know, an internship or a job in your career is not just gonna come at you. You're not gonna wake up the next day, oh my God, I'm working in this field. You have to want it. You gotta hang around the right people. You need to be at these career fairs, these job fairs. You need to be at all of the networking events that you can be. And remember, while we're in school, we have homecoming seasons, that's fun. But we also have to remember I came to this school to get my degree. I came here to get my bag. So make sure you are selfish when it comes to that. And I am gonna like to piggyback on what Rebecca said. I interned with at least five top five Fortune 500 companies, and literally some of them were good, some of them were bad. So you be able to keep your options open and be able to travel through multiple different jobs because coming now, I'm working in government. I love it. It is black owned, and I have a black manager. I'm literally loving everything I do every day. And one thing that a lot of us don't know is that you do not have to wait until you get a degree in order six figures or to work in your field. You can literally make good money and work in your field as a college student. So make sure y'all are taking advantage of that, you know? Definite.
That's very true. So how can people find these opportunities? Like I know for us, we have this thing called Handshake. Like Clark has pushed Handshake with us, and like we can go up there and we could search up internship opportunities, job opportunities with that. I know we had like a career fair, but other than that, like how well for y'all experience wise, like how else can people find those opportunities?
Um, I would say like definitely search within your department. So like go to the dean of your college, go to the department chair, ask them not only internships and externships, but if you can get a mentor, if they can be your mentor, so you can have guidance along the process. I would also say like LinkedIn. A lot of things happen on LinkedIn. It's important to start a LinkedIn profile from the moment you do something that's monumental at any point in your career, even if you are a freshman. And through LinkedIn, you can connect with people and follow people as well. And it's just a great overall business platform for you to find opportunities like that and connect with other scholars like yourself.
Yeah, I totally agree. And just to piggyback off of that, getting involved on campus, I'll say whatever field you plan on going in, I guarantee, especially if you go to HBCU, I guarantee there's a club for it because I didn't realize until I saw my email today, but we have like a knitting club at Spelman. I'm just like, it's literally just little things that will just feed your passion and feed your career, whatever you want to go in. Be involved in that because you don't know who you may meet, who you may connect with. And especially to that point, um, talk to your professors, like, especially for your major classes talk to your professors because they may have some connections. Like Elaine said, they're still accomplishing some things. So they may have some connections and things that will help you grow in whatever field, some internships, some opportunities that you probably wouldn't even know if you just didn't go to their office hours or just have conversations with them. Like you're taking that major and they're your professor for a reason. And also the clubs and organizations on your campus is there for a reason. And I know sometimes like we may feel like it's a little overwhelming with everything going on, but it helps to be strategic, especially when it comes to the opportunities that you want.
Yeah, for me, I definitely would say, in addition to that, like if there are any professional organizations that are tied to your career, like a pre medical, pre business, pre law, they normally have like conferences or conventions. And if you attend, they normally have career fairs or at least career panels where you can get your name and face kind of in front of these companies or their representatives. And that's a good way to kind of make that personal connection, like we were talking about earlier. So when they're evaluating who they want to choose, they kind of remember, oh, I met this person. They were really eager or were really interested in interning or getting a job.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
when y'all get those emails of the luncheons or the little meetings that happen on campus every now and then, even if you can't make the whole thing, just try to make at least 30 minutes or 15 minutes so you can connect. Because I know HBCU love a good luncheon. They throw some people to come and get you, but that's for a reason so you can connect. So like, don't take those things for granted.
No, really, like it's like what you said, especially with the alumni as well. Because I've met like people that alumni that came back from homecoming and they came and spoke to my class and was able to chat with us afterwards and able to tap in with them. Because that's how I got my internship that I'm with now. Like it was an alumni and he was posting, literally looking specifically for Clark, Morehouse, and Spelman and Georgia State students. And I just reached out to him, and now I'm over here just tapping in with radio, co-hosting a radio show with him and things like that. So it's very, very, very important to stay connected with the alumni as well. Network your butt off if you can. Like Rebecca said, the luncheons, the meet and greets. If they have different events or something going on in the middle of the day, if you don't have class between 1 and 2 and the event is from 1 to 2, you better have your butt at that meeting from 1 to 2 and connect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just really having that drive as well. Like you have, like Najee said, you have to want it, because there's so many people out here that want your spot and will take it from up under your feet if you are not motivated. And if you don't want it, somebody else will. Somebody will take it.
Yes.
And
Sometimes
definitely.
I like
One
that
thing,
you said. Oh,
go
go
ahead,
ahead,
go ahead, go
Najee.
ahead.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
was going
like
to say,
that
so
you said.
one thing, Rebecca, go
It's
ahead,
a
go
little
ahead.
late. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. So I like that you said that because sometimes we can take faith out of context and just be like how Najee said, we want it to fall into our laps. Oh, this is my career, this is my desire, this is my dream. It's going to come to me. Yes, to a certain extent, but I believe faith without works is dead. So you got to want it and you got to gun for it. And manifestation is real. So, like, you can't just wait around. Just because I go to number one HBCU, I can't think that everything's going to be handed to me. I got to work for it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had to throw that in there. But yeah, most definitely.
Definitely. And don't knock. So with me, I used to knock unpaid internships, and I only vouch for paid internships. I started off with a conference I went to, and it was a paid internship at Johns Hopkins University, Carey Business School for 4 weeks. It was literally, I don't even know if you guys know the guy. His name is like the corporate baddie on TikTok. He goes by Dre. I'm not sure if you guys seen his videos or not. Me and him worked together. We went to Carey Business School competition for Stanley Black and Decker. We won 20,000 for a case competition. Competition was over. I had so many different recruiters, and these are black owned agencies that are literally willing to help out HBCU students. So if you are watching this right, share this video to somebody. This may help somebody out. Inroads. That is INROADS.org, and another platform, SEO career.org. And those two platforms plug me into, I mean, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Pfizer, like worked at some of the time, and literally like nobody told me about these things. And these are literally agencies with HBCU students for HBCU students, because they know like a lot of us try to go apply for Google. Your percentage of getting in there, no matter what school, is very, very hard because there's thousands of applicants. So if you go through some of these agencies, reputations are so high. So it's literally like, wow, you go through Inroads. Inroads is, hey, this candidate is through my agency. He's good for his work, and they'll give you interviews, they'll give you mock sessions. So please take heed to inroads.org, SEOcareer.org. And I pray I change somebody. I pray I help one of y'all out, because I literally waited till my junior year to kind of lock in and tap in. And I wish I would have done this freshman year, because I would have been so far ahead of where I am now. And literally, like what Rebecca was stating before, Elaine was saying, utilize that. And also being a part of campus organizations, you secure internship opportunities. Because if a job sees that you are campus and you still have experience, you got the job just like that. I pray that helped, and that's kind of my advice and piece on it.
No, yeah. So, are you a freshman?
I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore. Okay. So, as a freshman last year, like, did you struggle at all with finding like opportunities or just trying to get involved with your campus, if that makes sense? Because I know it's also hard for freshmen and sophomores to even get internships because a lot of these internships want juniors and seniors. So, how did you navigate that, like the past 2 years?
That's a good question. I didn't find it difficult for me. On the contrary, I've actually done two internships already. The first one was the Virginia Democratic Party under the voter protection team, so I was an intern for them. Just watching Congress, writing papers. I was that person that called your phone asking if you wanted to do A, B, and C. So I didn't find it hard. I also think that's because of the honors college. They push things like that very, very heavily. For people that do find it hard, I would say the first step is to put yourself out there. So you can't expect things to even pop up, let alone apply for things, let alone get them if you don't put yourself out there for people to see you. And you also have to believe in yourself. So I would say believe in yourself, believe you can do it, believe you can get it, believe your competition, and that's how you navigate through that. But as a sophomore now, I went to the Leadership Institute with TMCF, and that was like 110 Fortune 500 companies interviewing us, offering us internships, jobs, taking us out to see New York. So that was like the best trip I've taken in my higher education so far. So that's how I navigated that last year as well. And to piggyback off of what Ira said, the conferences, the summits, a lot of times there's really no requirement to attend the conference. You just have to be a student here, maybe a GPA and things like that. Those definitely get your foot in the door because there are so many different types of important people at conferences looking for people like us. So that's what I would say. I think freshmen sometimes they have too much fun or they get sidetracked. Definitely remember why you're there, like Najee said. Remember you're here for a degree, but yeah, it starts your freshman year. So I'm glad you asked me that.
Yeah. That's interesting. I like that. How was New York?
It
You
was
liked it?
great. It was my first time in Times Square. I usually go to Queens, so it was definitely looking up like it's a lot of lights. It was good though. It was good though.
Yeah, that's good. Oh.
So when did you go to New York?
So that was September 28th through the 2nd. That was with Thurgood Marshall College one.
Okay, cool. I was in New York this past summer for my internship as well for my first time. Was that your first time?
In Times Square. I've been to New York before though.
Okay, yeah, that was my first time in New York, period. And girl, I was in Queens. I was in Jamaica, Queens. I was like,
Ooh.
oh.
Ooh.
But I appreciated the opportunity. My housing was paid for, everything. I was like,
Period.
Did you go on Jamaica Avenue?
excuse me?
Did you go on Jamaica Avenue to like shop and stuff?
Yes. And the thing is, I only brought 2 suitcases, and that
Yeah.
was the wrong move. Like how much shopping I did, but we're not going to talk about how much I paid for at the airport because that just messed me up. But I definitely did some shopping. Yeah,
Good.
I know. Like you
You got
said,
a chopped
what?
cheese? Did you get a chopped cheese?
I
You get a
did
chopped
not.
cheese?
I had some New York pizza and a stromboli. I did
No,
not
next
get the
time you
chopped cheese.
go,
Get a chopped
I know y'all seen the Aki man. Y'all seen the Aki man on TikTok? Y'all gotta go. I went when I went this summer. That Aki, oh my
Get a
god, that
bodega.
sandwich that Aki made, it was so good. Y'all have to go there when y'all get back.
Let me write that down. Chopped cheese.
A chopped cheese and a bacon, egg, and cheese. You got to say it fast. Bacon, egg, and cheese. I'm not from New York, but every one of my homeboys at Bowie State is from New York. So literally, I've been in New York, and like to speak back on the internship thing. I've interned at Pfizer, the headquarters was Times Square. So like New York is amazing. Like I literally felt like that's my second home. The thing about these internships, y'all, they got money. They pay for your flights, they pay for your transportation, they pay for your hotel, they pay for everything. So y'all better take these. Come on.
Where do y'all find them at though? Like for people that don't know, like where do y'all find internships at?
Literally, like I was stated before, inroads.org, SEOcareers.org. That was something. Handshake. Those are like my top 3 platforms, and so I go through those 4 platforms literally, and that's how I kind of secure everything.
For me, so go ahead.
You can
So
go
for
ahead.
me, Oh, sorry. So for me, most of my internships have been like academic because I've been doing research. So I've done about like research at Virginia Tech, Morehouse, as well as A&T currently. And I think the big thing is the professor network. So really getting to know the professors you're taking courses with, asking them like, do they have any colleagues that are doing summer, research and internships? They need students. They usually can find funding for you. And if they know you're looking and interested, if they hear about an opportunity, you'll be the first student that they email about it.
Mm-hmm. That's
I would say two things for me. Everything I do, all the trips I go on, is through Thurgood Marshall College Fund. So that's a nonprofit organization that was founded in the 80s after Thurgood Marshall. And they give a lot of money, scholarships, internships, externships, competitions, programs to HBCU scholars, HBCUs specifically that are public because the UNCF does the private ones. So that's basically where I do all my things from. So yeah.
Yeah, and I'll say for me, how I found out about my internship, or just internships in general, was through my email. Like my school sends us a lot of internship opportunities for almost every field. So like, sometimes because we get a lot of emails, sometimes we can just bypass it or whatever. But it's important to take those seriously because those are real opportunities. But for me personally, for my internship, I received it through, well, I won't say chapel is not really organization, but because I'm on the executive board there, I was allowed to have certain access to certain things. So how we were talking about getting involved, and I would say like how you were saying about the Thurgood Marshall Fund and the nonprofit, really being involved in the national Black organizations like the NAACP, the NAN, the NCNW, things of that sort. Nationally, when you sign up when you become a member and you put your email and your numbers, they will send you information. So
Yeah.
just being a part of that as well is what helped me.
Oh my goodness. I feel like this was such a great conversation, y'all. But
Nice.
before we wrap up, we always do an accountability check. So who wants to start? What are we? Oh, wait, but before that, though, last week, did y'all have anything? Because I wasn't up there last week. So did y'all have
I
anything that
missed it
y'all was
last week.
holding yourselves accountable for?
I,
Um, I don't think we did that part. It was mainly just like the conversation, but we were talking for a long time. So yeah.
Okay, so we're doing all new accountabilities then. So who
Right.
wants to go first?
Got you. I'll go first. The last accountability check, I think a lot of us missed last week. There was a lot going on last week. The accountability check before that was to preach at my church, and when I tell you that house was packed and literally everybody was standing, like had a standing ovations, I really like preached the word. And I'm ever preaching in front of people before, and I kind of felt like with like motivational speaking and stuff like that. So that goes into this week's accountability check. I really feel like my niche and my purpose and passion in this life is kind of also. So that's next week. I'm gonna come to y'all with details about how I'm about to try to get that shot off by the beginning of January. So that might be in my next passive income.
Period.
How about you?
Passive income.
Okay, I'll say for me, I'll say to get some rest. Because I have a problem with balancing. Like it's either I'm all work or all rest. It's nothing in the middle. Like so, just having that balance of resting but still getting my work done, not slacking. Because homecoming was a lot. I didn't realize how much it took a toll out of me until afterwards. So I'm like, okay, I definitely need to get my rest and not burn myself out. So that. How about you, Ira?
So for me, as I'm in my second year, like I'm getting ready to do applications again because I plan on getting my PhD after this. So I really want to make sure that I get through my applications like within the next month, like ahead of like the deadlines and things, like all that the paperwork that's due with that. So that's like my big goal.
I would say my accountability check is like starting to work on my own board of advisors. So like I'm a mentor. I do mentoring with the Petersburg High School, and then I also have mentees that are freshmen. So I find that I pour a lot out, but I kind of forget to receive that same pouring into me. So I recently just got an offer from a CIA attorney, so she wants to be my mentor. So I'm trying to build like those mentors, people that can guide me through my academic and my work life outside of my parents who are in the chat. Love you guys. But also just to start building those connections of people that can help you through, your college career and after that as well. So yeah, I think that's building your own board of advisors, your committee. Everyone should have one, even if you're not in college, people that you can go to and seek life advice from.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, I think since we're even on the topic of internships, one of my goals is to apply to at least two. I know right now some of them are looking for spring like interns, so I'm really gonna like dive in deep and try to look specifically for summer because I know my schedule is gonna be just as jam packed as it is this semester as it is next semester. But definitely applying to at least two this week alone because I know it's gonna be a lot. I definitely want to be either here in Atlanta or maybe LA, New York. Y'all got me reminiscing about New York. I love some New York. So DC maybe. Media's everywhere. So I'm not gonna just limit myself to one location. So I'm definitely gonna try.
Yes, that's amazing. So now we want to get up to our upcoming things. Like we want to hear about all of you all individually. Like what do you have going on personally or on campus at your HBCU? And make sure you drop your social media because we're all about network here. We want to make sure everybody have the opportunity to follow you along your journey. So Ira, what's going on with you? And make sure you drop your social media.
Okay, cool. Oh well, so my social media is in my like name handle already, but I'm gonna drop it as well. So for me, like I said, just really finishing my second year. I'm trying to branch out. I've done some nonprofit work before, but I really want to start doing my own scholarships and things because I've been able to benefit from that in my life. So be on the lookout for that. And then really just outside of that, really just furthering my dance career. I want to do that as well as being an engineer scientist. So really just trying to hone my craft. So really just be on the lookout for any other performances or things like that.
Awesome. How about you, Najee?
So right now I'm 7 days away from releasing my farewell collection clothing brand. I got a whole bunch of different stuff now. It's been a long time coming. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Najee. That is NAJEEFAREWELL, and my business is Farewell Collection, FAREWELL Collection. Passing it on to you, Ishmar.
First of all, y'all go follow him and make sure you support when he drops. He's got to circulate that black dollar. Please support, please support. It's actually funny that you asked that. Today I got an email from Wells Fargo. So I got accepted into their diversity sophomore mentorship program. So like I had mentioned, building my board of advisors. So now I'm going to get a mentor from Wells Fargo. And that's from January to May. So I'm very excited.
Awesome.
Good.
For me, oh, were you done? I'm sorry, were you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. For me, it's kind of back into the swing of things, like Rebecca said after homecoming. I am on the Honest Elite dance team, and we are basketball season. So our band dance team, Essence, they're football. So then we pop out in basketball season. We're getting prepared for our first home game, November 7th. So really, it's just diving in deep to practice every day. Um, yeah, on top of, like I said, still just doing my interviews and things like that. I'm just trying to get back into the groove of things because I feel like homecoming really kind of just, I don't want to say put a stop to things, but I feel like everybody's focus was like homecoming, homecoming, homecoming. So now it's like homecoming's over. Now we got to lock back in and actually hop back into our studies because November's around the corner. That's break, and then we're done for the semester. So I'm just locking back in. Like I said, practice. That's pretty all like much what I have going on right now. So I'm excited. I'm excited to dance.
What's your social media?
Sorry. It's gonna be it's Lainey ITZ LAINEY. Feel free to DM me, and I feel like everybody can speak for this as well. If y'all have any questions, y'all want to just reach out, any advice, if y'all want to talk about what we talked about today, just shoot us a DM. It's open, you know.
Yeah, I forgot to plug my Instagram. So it's at Issa ISSA underscore the funny one, number one at the end, all lowercase letters. Like she said, if you want to reach out, I am a mentor, like I mentioned. I offer wise guidance, advice, all that good stuff. If you want to connect, maybe collaborate, a campus to campus collaboration, whatever y'all want to do, just reach out to me.
Yep, same. Mine is lowercase I dot more MOOR3. If y'all got any questions about my org, please go to our Instagram, D5D Dance Frat. If you got any other questions, let me know.
Awesome. I'll say for me, yeah, just trying to get back to the groove of things. I think we're just gonna keep on saying it until it happens.
No, really.
That's really where we're at. But something exciting is happening this week. Obama and Stacey Abrams is having an event this Friday, and I'm just so excited. We're gonna have a little Spelman Morehouse rep. We're gonna go out there and make sure to support my Spelman sister,
I'm
Stacey
jealous.
Abrams.
That's amazing.
I'm jealous too. They always leave Clark out.
Well, I miss,
We're like
I
the
miss stuff like
unwanted
that.
stepchild.
Elaine, matter of fact, I'm gonna send you the details because
Please
we
do.
got to keep the AUC community, you know.
Got to.
Wow.
But that is so exciting, right? So yeah, I'm gonna send
Yeah.
you the deets. Obama gonna be here, y'all.
Get
Obama,
pictures. Get pictures.
Most definitely, most definitely. But yeah, y'all can follow me at Rebecca M. Henry. That's REBEKKAMHENRY. And I also have my Faith Talk page, which is a Christ-based faith Instagram, just for encouragement for everybody. And that is Faith Talk with Rebecca Henry. And remember, it is Rebecca with 2Ks. A lot of people just hooked up with that, Rebecca with 2Ks. But yes, thank you all for being here, to my amazing co-hosts, to our guests. It was so lit today. It was a great conversation. And y'all make sure y'all tune into the campus rundown next week, every week. Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Make sure you share with your friends. We love you all for tuning in, and we appreciate y'all. All right. See you next week.
Have a good
All right, see
night.
y'all. All right.
Thank you.